Hey everyone, on the book there are 20 words. I will be giving you, explaining the words. These words I've already explained on my YouTube channel, but let's have a quick revision. It is a kind of revision. So the first word is Odyssey. The meaning of Odyssey is, it simply means it's taken, it is a work, it is an epic that is written by Homer, and this word is very prominent in English literature and among English literates. Okay, simply the meaning of Odyssey is a journey that is full of adventure and challenges. Okay, you have adventure and challenges both. How will you use this word Odyssey in your daily conversation when you are facing challenges or somebody known to you, has is going through a lot, yeah, has gone through a lot. For that person, you can say that the person has gone through a lot of Odyssey. That means the person is struggling a lot. The person is going through challenges. He or she is undergoing through many challenges. Odyssey. Okay. Moving to next word, genre. This is not genre. You will pronounce the pronunciation of G-E-N-R-E is genre. Okay. The sound of genre. Now this word was taken by this word for the first time was seen in the 18th century, and it simply means classification of English literature. When the classification of English literature is done into fiction and non-fiction. Okay, you have novels, you have short stories, you have novella. So when the classification of different works of the people of literature is being done, we say that they are divided into different genres. As simple as that. Moving to third word, Rendezvous. The pronunciation of this word is rendezvous. Rendezvous. And what does it mean? It is a meeting. I would say it is a formal meeting, would not be incorrect. It could be formal and informal both, but it is pre-planned. If you are a 90s kid, then you must be very well aware of the Simi Garewal show. She just, it was a talk show just like Karan Johar hosts different talk shows. Coffee with Karan, is the name of the talk show. In the same way, Simi Garewal used to host the show, and the name of the show was Rendezvous, in which n number of celebrities were called, and there were discussions were being done. She used to ask some personal questions, some questions related to different aspects of their lives, and the celebrities used to answer them. So whenever you meet somebody and the meeting is pre-planned, okay, it is not on the spot. It is not like you just run into somebody. No, the meeting is pre-planned. That okay, so and so person, I will meet you at this time on this day. That meeting is called rendezvous. Okay, it could be a formal meeting. It could be a normal informal meeting. Okay. Moving to next word, lucrative. Now, what is lucrative? Lucrative word is used for business, or it is used for certain fields that lure money. That by doing such businesses, one attains a lot of wealth. Okay? Wealth. It is related to wealth. For instance, if I tell you that nowadays making making videos on YouTube is a lucrative business because people are earning a lot of money. Or let's take the example of any example, where the person is earning a hell lot of money. Let's take example of movies, film industry also. Okay, they no doubt they work hard, but it is a lucrative job. Okay. Moving to next word, baffle. Baffle, B-A-F-F-L-E. It simply means confusion. The lecture that given by the chemistry teacher really baffled us all, as we really didn't understand a word whatever he said. Or the budget that was presented by the finance minister really made us baffled, as we had no idea what are we supposed to save after giving so much taxes. So baffle means simple as that. Baffle means confusion. When you have confusion. Okay. On seeing my I had prepared for my EVS exam, but it was actually maths exam. And on seeing the question paper that it was a mathematics question paper, I was baffled. I was confused. Okay. Blanche. Blanch. Now what is blanch? Blanch simply means to remove the outer layer of something. And outer layer of vegetables or fruits. Okay. For example, if you of veggies, I'm writing veggies. We make potato flatbread, don't we? So for making potato flatbread, what do? We first of all we boil potatoes. And what is potato flatbread? Aloo ka paratha. In English, aloo ka paratha is called potato flatbread. Okay. So where was I? Okay. Blanch simply means when we remove the outer layer for making that potato flatbread, we have to boil the potatoes first, and we tend to remove the outer layer of the potato. So what do we say? What should we say? That I am blanching the potatoes, or I am blanching the tomatoes for making chutney. Alright? Blanch. Next is sycophant. Sychophant. What does this mean? I am writing the meaning in Hindi. Chaploos. Somebody who butters a lot. Okay, there are people who just in order to attain benefit, in order to get benefit, they become sycophant. Okay, chaplusi karte hain, they will do buttering just in order to gain benefit. Okay, such people are really dangerous also because you cannot rely upon such people. As no, they will never give you the right, they will never give you the honest answers, okay? Honest instructions, they will never tell you the right thing. As they are sycophants, chaploos, butters. Somebody who butters a lot, okay? Just to get benefits. The benefits could be monetary, it could be personal benefit, whatever it is. Moving to meticulous. Very beautiful word, meticulous. Now what is meticulous? Meticulous is an adjective and we use it for people who are, who just don't miss anything. I hope you have heard the idiom that I don't miss a grain on the floor. That means every single task or every single that I do it with clean precision. I try to avoid any mistakes into that. So meticulous people are people who are really hardworking and who there are very few chances the percentage that the person will commit mistake is a negative, is minus. Okay. So meticulous people are people who hardly make any mistake. They are very careful would be the right word. They are very careful with whatever they do. Okay. The teacher meticulously checked all the answer sheets of these students because she didn't want to leave any any problem unsolved into it, so that the students could rectify those errors. Okay. Next is benevolent. Benevolent is again it's an adjective and it is used for people. Benevolent people are the ones who are kind and generous. Somebody who's kind to you, somebody who's generous to you, you call that person, he's a benevolent soul. She's a benevolent lady. Benevolent. It won't be wrong if I say that this could be a synonym of helpful. Okay, a person who helps others. Okay. Coming to this word, the spelling is Magnaninous. Magnanimous. Magnanimous. Now there's a very minute difference between benevolent and magnanimous. Magnanimous person is also kind and generous. And the only difference is that this person is forgiving and this person doesn't hold grudges against anyone. Okay? Magnanimous soul or magnanimous people are the people who will, no matter how much bad you say about them, no matter how much you hurt them, they will definitely be kind, they will forgive you for whatever you have done. So such people are called magnanimous. Okay? We can call certain saints like Sadhguru. I am a big fan of Sadhguru. So we can call him that he is a magnanimous personality. Okay. The next word is exquisite. Now this word is often, confused between people. The meaning of this word is, there is a kind of confusion, and the confusion is that people believe that this exquisite word is used only for beautiful clothes. Okay, but no doubt this exquisite word does mean something that is perfectly beautiful. But you can use this word exquisite for clothes, for food. Yes, you can say that we went to the restaurant. It was a new restaurant. It was the first day of it was their inauguration day, and the food was exquisite. Everything was perfect. Everything was beautiful. Okay, for food, clothing, for place, for hotel, for anything that touches you and you really that leaves an imprint upon you. You can say that the thing is exquisite. Okay, exquisite watch, exquisite car, exquisite. Okay, barge. Now this barge has two meanings. One simply means the lower place of boat, and the second meaning of barge is when you forcefully enter into somebody's place. You might be barging into somebody's house, you might be barging into somebody's room. Okay, when you forcefully hit the or push the door and enter into somebody's place, then we say that I barged into her room. I heard my friend howling and crying. Not my friend, I heard my brother howling and crying. I could hear his voices. So I stood up and I barged into his room. Okay, forcefully. Jeopardize. Jeopardize. The spelling is Jeopardize. The pronunciation is jeopardize. Jeopardize simply means when you put yourself into danger to save the other people. Okay, not necessarily to save the other people. It would be anything. You would be saving animals. You would be saving any bird. Okay, but you are putting your life in danger. So you are jeopardizing yourself. Okay, when you put yourself into danger. For example, if you see, you are at a beach and you see somebody is drowning into river, into the sea, and you know swimming. At that point of time, no doubt you are saving you want to save the person who is drowning, but in a way you are jeopardizing your life to save the other person. Okay, quintessential. Quintessential. Break the word. Quintessential. Okay. Time and again, I have made a request to all of my viewers that try to break the word. Okay. Then after breaking the word, try to once you will break the word into two or into three parts. Then try to say the word, in one go. It will help you in the right pronunciation. Okay. So the word is quintessential. Quintessential simply means something, a perfect example. Okay. Every day we say that, for example, something, if you're saying that, this is the best of the best. Nothing is, you will not find anything above this. You will not find anything better than this. So that example is quintessential. Okay. For instance, if I tell you in Bollywood, the perfect person or the perfect example of who is in multiple roles and who is a great actor, Amitabh Bachchan. So who is he? He is a quintessential example of Bollywood. Okay. Or if I say that, if I tell you that so and so person is there and he's very hardworking, he's very generous, he's magnanimous, he's benevolent, and what will I say that this person is the quintessential example of being a kind human, a kind soul. Okay, quintessential. Okay, monotonous, boring, as simple as that. We went to college today, but none of the professors, gave lectures. So it was a monotonous day, boring day. Okay. Inquisitive. 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 Inquisitive is, again, it's an adjective. It is, we call people inquisitive when they want to know answers of each and every question. They want to ask about each and everything in the room. Okay, which is not a bad thing. So such people are called inquisitive. Jigyasa is the right word in Hindi. Okay. Okay. Inquisitive people, they ask and want to know about everything. Okay. Eccentric. Eccentric, mellifluous, connoisseur, atrocity. Out of all the words, this is your homework. You will tell me in the comment section the meaning of this word eccentric. Now, what is mellifluous? See, we use mellifluous for people who, they do their best not to make any mistakes. We say that this personality, see, all the words that I have given, they, in a way, somewhere or the other, they are adjectives only. Because these words we use for people. Okay? So, mellifluous simply means somebody who is flawless, who has no flaws. Okay? Flawless. Then comes connoisseur. Connoisseur. Okay? Connoisseur word is used for experts in the field of art, fashion. Okay? Who excel in their jobs, who are at ace at their jobs. Okay? Who are the best, or who are the experts in the fields of art and fashion. And it won't be wrong if I say that Karan Johar is the connoisseur of Indian film industry, or Manish Malhotra is the connoisseur of Indian brides. Okay? Indian brides outfits. Okay? Indian bridal outfits. Then is atrocity or atrocities. Atrocity simply means when people are being deprived of their rights, they are being deprived of their duties, not duties but their right. When people are being deprived of their rights, then we say that the person had to go through this much atrocities. When they are forcefully, when certain laws are forcefully implemented upon people, so that is called atrocity. Okay? When forcefully people are asked to follow things. They are not willing to do so, but they have to. So that is called atrocity. This was all for the video. Thank you for watching and being with me.